Your doctor has told you that you have cancer, and it feels as if your world has fallen apart. But you are a parent, and you have to make a decision. Do you tell your children? Do they need to know? You may decide that telling your children you have cancer will worry them too much, so you choose not to say anything to them about your cancer diagnosis. Over the next few days and weeks, your children may start to notice adults talking behind closed doors, adults talking in whispers, a busy house with visitors coming and going, phones ringing. No matter how old your child is, they will pick up that something is wrong. This may lead to your child feeling confused, worried, alone, left out, angry, or frightened. They may start to imagine much worse things and think that they are the reason everyone is stressed. What would happen if you decided to be open with your child and tell them about your cancer diagnosis? There would then be no reason to hide your stress and worries or hold conversations in secret. Your child will feel included, supported, and loved, and more importantly, won't blame themselves. And you could support each other. Protecting your child against harm is natural, but it can be more harmful to leave them out. So, how do you tell them? If you think that it might be too hard or upsetting for you to tell them on your own, you could ask someone you and your children trust to be with you for support. Perhaps your partner or a close friend, a grandparent or aunt. Choose a calm space and a quiet time of day. If you have more than one child, try to tell them together. Rehearse what you might say and the answers you might give to their questions. Start with simple and short sentences. Give your children time to take the information in. Silences are okay. Be honest and don't use misleading ideas like I have a bug or confusing terms like I have the big C. Ask if they have any particular worries and answer questions they ask as best you can. It's okay to say you don't know some of the answers. Crying is good as it shows them that it's okay to show emotions. Don't assume they have the same fears as you and don't make promises you can't keep. Tell them what you currently know and try not to predict the future. Tell them that you love them and make sure they understand that they will always be looked after. Every child is different and every family is different. How you tell them about your cancer diagnosis will be dependent on their age, their level of understanding, and how your family talk to each other. Most 3 to 5-year-olds have a very basic understanding of sickness. They might think they can catch cancer like a cold. They may also think that they caused the cancer by being naughty. Most children this age need to simply hear that cancer is a sickness, that you are trying to get better with the help of the doctors, and that nothing they did or said made you get cancer. Don't be surprised if they want to go and play after telling them, or react like nothing has happened. They most likely won't ask any questions. They may start to behave younger, like wetting the bed, sucking their thumb, or being afraid of the dark. They may also start acting aggressively and start hitting and biting. Support your child by listening to their play, being alert to their feelings, sticking to routines and boundaries, and keep answering their same repeated questions. Children aged 6 to 11 may be able to understand much more about cancer, but they often fill gaps in their knowledge with their own ideas. They can still believe that they can catch cancer, or that they caused it. They may also think that all people with cancer die. Your child may feel sad, angry, anxious, guilty, or be easily embarrassed. They may not be able to pay attention at school, or they may try to be extra good. Children this age will probably worry about being separated from you and be afraid of new things and situations. Support your child by keeping to a routine, letting their school know, and preparing them for changes that might happen to your appearance. Tell them about any changes to who is looking after them, and try and include them in age-appropriate jobs around the house. Assure them that not everyone with cancer dies. Older children may have similar fears to those experienced by younger children. They will feel a range of emotions and may need time and space to themselves. Their friends will be an important source of support. Some children may behave as if they are in denial, which may be upsetting to you, but can be a good coping mechanism for them. Teenagers may struggle with feelings and may not be themselves and want more independence, but feel guilty about doing so. You can support older children by giving them space, keeping house rules, encouraging them to see their friends, and being there for their questions, worries, and concerns. Older children will get information from online sources, so remind them that not all information they read will be true. Point them to a few reliable websites. Keep the communication lines open by trying different ways to communicate, like talking in the car or messages left on post-it notes around the house.
We went to the scans together, and I'm just really glad that I was always told and no secrets, because it made me feel like a lot more like I was doing this as well. I was part of it too.
You're the one who's got to do the questioning, because if you don't question, then you don't find out.
When they kept on saying cancer and stuff, I was like, well, if they're talking to mummy, I know mummy's ill, so maybe she's got cancer. I have good ears, so every time they were talking, I could always hear them saying little kind of words, and I could always hear them saying the important words.
Because I didn't know Mummy had cancer, I keep on saying, could you play with me? And when you go into the hospital tell you that he's got cancer, and then you feel so guilty about yourself saying everything.
When Mummy's hair started coming out, I didn't understand, because I knew she was having special medicine, but it didn't make sense why her hair fell out. And I remember when Mummy explained it all to me, we sat down and she tied her hair up in a ponytail, and I chopped off the ponytail, and then my dad shaved the rest off.
So then when I heard my mum had cancer, I was just like, well, if my friend died from cancer, then that's going to mean that my mum's going to die from cancer.
She did the school run with me without her wig on, and it showed to everyone. And I've never been scared of someone being bald, and looking back on it now, I'm proud of Mummy to show the world.
Remember, children are good at coping if they feel supported and feel that you are being honest with them. There is support out there for both you and your family. We know it's hard, but we really think it will help to talk to your children about your cancer. If you want to talk about any of the ideas or suggestions in this film, or you feel you need more advice, do talk to your cancer nurse specialist. They will be able to help you.